Now it's my turn. How the big eyes stared and the blue lips smiled as the girls went in. The morning charity and ceremonies took so much time that the rest of the day was devoted to preparation for the evening festivities. Being still too young and to go often the theater and not rich enough to afford any great outlay for private performances. The girls put their wits to work, and necessity being the mother of invention, made whatever they needed. Very clever were some of their productions: pasteboard, guitars, antique lamps, and made of old-fashioned butter boards covered with silver paper. Gorgeous robes and old cotton glittering with thin spangles from a pickle factory, and shaped beads left in sheets when the lids of preserved pots were cut out. The big chamber was the scene of many innocent revels. The play was enacted in a very impressive way, though here and there opinions could differ, and there was frequent loud clapping all the same during all the 5 acts. As the curtain fell upon the lovers kneeling to receive Don Pedro's blessing and attitudes of the most romantic grace, tumultuous applause followed. The excitement had hardly subsided when Hannah, the servant, appeared with Mrs. March's compliments. And would the ladies walk down to supper? This was a surprise even to the actors, and when they saw the table, they looked at one another in rapturous amazement. There was ice cream, pink and white, and cake, found fruit, and French bonbons, and in the middle of the table 4 great bouquets of hot house flowers. "Is it fairies?" asked Amy. "Santa Claus," said Beth. "All wrong. Old Mr. Lawrence sent it," repealed Mrs. March. "Hannah told one of these servants about your breakfast party. He is an odd old gentleman, but that pleased him. He knew my father years ago, and he sent me a polite note this afternoon, saying he hoped I would allow him to express his friendly feeling toward my children by sending them a few trifles in honor of the day. I could not refuse, and so you have a little feast at night to make up for the bread and milk breakfast." That's all for today. Thanks for listening us cordially. Allah Hafiz.